Hello guys, welcome back. I'm finally done being like inactive, I think, for now. So I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna make an album review. So today, well first up, The Real Victim releases July 2nd, my first single. Make sure to check it out when it drops. I promise you won't be disappointed. But anyway, I'm here today reviewing True Power by I Prevail. So, I Prevail has been like one of my favorite bands for at least a year now. I've been listening to them, I think a year and a half only, but I just recently got into all of their music. Like, actually, that's not really recent, but more like about a year ago, I finished up their discography, and I own 2 of their CDs. So, I'm gonna review True Power today. So, first up, looking in the CD, we have the disc and we have the booklet. The booklet provides all the useful information, like lyrics and some cool artwork. So let's just take a look at the booklet here. So we got some pretty neat looking like artwork. It's like almost looks like storm clouds in a way, or like the middle of the sea. I don't know, take it however you want. It's the front cover's a nuclear bomb, so we got all the lyrics and stuff in this booklet. And is there anything different in the back? I don't know. I haven't opened this book. Oh, yep, there is. So yeah, there we have it. That is the booklet, the disc, and the case. Gotta get the less important stuff out of the way first. And now the songs. We have 00, There's Fear in Letting Go, Body Bag, Self-Destruction, Bad Things, Fake, Judgment Day. I don't know if I should say the actual name or the acronym. You can just look up track 6. I'm going to have all the track lists in the description. Deep End, Long Live the King, Choke, The Negative, Closure, Visceral, and Doomed. So first, track number 1, 00. So, that song is a good opener. I think the transition into There's Fear in Letting Go is really clean. Like, seriously, I listened to the CD for the first time, like, hold up. Like, that was such a clean transition. I'm not even joking. Like, you do not get clean transitions like that often anymore. But here we have it. This album is from, I think, 2022. Yeah. So, it's an intro track. It's what you'd expect from an intro track. But it's a good intro track. It cuts right into There's Fear in Letting Go, which is track number 2. This was the song that actually, like, got me kick-started on this album. That was the first one I listened to on it. I gotta say, it's intense. It's like, it's like building up hype for what the rest of the album is gonna be. And this is an excellent album, by the way. Like, There's Fear in Letting Go shows, like, look, this album is gonna be heavy. It's gonna have its moments. Like, we're going places with this. Next up is Body Bag. Very, very abrupt transition from There's Fear in Letting Go, and I love it. It's heavy, it hits, and it's real as hell. Like, it really shows how messed up this society that we live in is, and I love it. Like, it's perfect. Self-Destruction. I love the song. It's really catchy. It's got good, like, rap parts and screaming and all that fun stuff. But my main issue is it is way too short. It's only like 2.5 minutes, I believe. I think it should say. I'm like going into this one take, so excuse the really scuffed recording here. A Body Bag. It does not say. I think it's like 2.5 minutes, so someone correct me if I'm wrong. Next up is Bad Things. That is honestly one of my favorites off the album. It's like really catchy. The opening riff like gets you excited. The first verse. Let's go over that first. The first verse is like, it's quiet. You wouldn't think a whole lot would be coming in from that, but then Eric starts rapping right after, and then it just explodes into the chorus, and it's perfect. It's executed really well. I really enjoy it. It's just overall a really good song. Going to the second verse, there's more rapping. Then it goes into the chorus, and then the bridge and the breakdown. Such good stuff. I Prevail really was like on the grind with the singles on this album. Next up, we have Fake. This is the first non-single, I believe, off the album, besides 00. It's a good song for what it is. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's just good. It's a good track. It kind of, it's like, it's heavy enough to like, you know, be considered metalcore, I guess. I don't really know what's considered metalcore anymore, but it has a decent amount of heaviness, but with a good rhythmic chorus as well. Like, it's, the only thing I can say, like, the main criticism I have about this song is he says fake like 5 times in a row. That's like almost a little childish to me, but that's just my opinion. Like, I'm not saying that's objective. I'm just saying that's what I think. You can say all you want about it, because it's obviously a good song, considering this album performed really well. Next up, Judgment Day. This one is my favorite. Like, number 1 all the way up there. Like, Judgment Day. It's a really, like, angry, aggressive song. And Eric screaming, as usual, is on point. Brian putting in a really good chorus. It's just overall a great song. There isn't much that can be said about it. It's heavy. It's I Prevail. Like, next up is track 8. I don't know the name of that one. So, what I think it's about, though, is, like, how the industry is so messed up. And, like, record labels are, like, literally stealing your soul. Because, I mean, that's how the music industry is. Record labels are literally stealing your soul. But, so, this track is extremely catchy. This was one of the first I Prevail songs I ever listened to, actually. Like, among a couple songs off of their previous album, Trauma. I also listened to a couple songs off of True Power, and I was, like, going through them every day and listening to them all. And that was one of the first ones. I'd have to say, it's one of my favorites. Like, another one that's high up there. Like, definitely, like, maybe top 5, I'd say, for this album. It has a lot going on. It has, like, a good build-up, a good breakdown. It's just good. Deep End. Okay, I have a lot to say about this song. So, I Prevail promoted this song so much. They did a lot for it. They made a music video, they made a stripped-down version, and they released a live version on Spotify. I think this band likes Deep End a little bit. I mean, I think it would be safe to say anyway, but Deep End is like, it starts out really low and mellow. You think that you'd think it'd be like a ballad or something, but then it goes into like more of the pop punk direction. When you go more into like the chorus, it's like really upbeat. I'd play a clip, but I don't know how to video edit, so we're just doing it like this. Next is Long Live the King. That's honestly my least favorite song on this album. I don't know, it just like, it has a good name and everything. I mean, it's okay for what it is, but the main issue I have is that, like, I don't know, it's just not that good in my opinion. I mean, everyone can think what they want, but I do not like this song at all. Next is Choke. Probably my second least favorite, just for the fact that the song doesn't really, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, to some other people it might make sense, but to me, it really doesn't. I've read through the lyrics, it's just kind of, I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me. So, yeah. Next is The Negative. Honestly, Not a bad song. It feels almost like Deep End with like the more poppy oriented chorus. But then like, I don't know, there's just some parts of it that aren't really fitting for me. I feel like this album kind of like after Deep End, some of the songs just are not the greatest. But then there's Closure. Probably another one in my top 5. Closure is just a really hard-hitting song about like all the stuff that can mess with a relationship. That's at least what I'm getting from it, because it's mentioning like being sober, and mentions all that type of stuff that would like kind of alter how a relationship is going, and I genuinely love it. It's a really great song. It's really catchy. The first chorus is like low and catchy. The second one is like punch in the face. Like you wouldn't expect it to get that upbeat, but it does. I mean, it's I Prevail, so I guess they're always throwing stuff out at us. Next is Visceral. That is a really fun song, in my opinion. I think they definitely knew what they were doing with that one. It has good heavy parts. It has rhythm. Has a really great chorus. The leading line, "Are you afraid of the dark?" Why? Why is that perfect? Like, seriously. Why? Like, I actually love that. That's amazing. And then the final song, Doomed. When you hear Eric singing softly, it's over. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, I did not mention that he also sings softly in Deep, or like he sings regularly in Deep End and in Closure, but like he really brings out a lot more emotion in Doom than he does in Deep End or Closure. That's why I think it just makes sense. It makes sense for him to be singing clean and like really soft in an emotional song. Like, and the fact that it's Eric also doing some of the clean singing, that's just surprising. Because people have always known Brian as the one doing the yelling. Or no. Brian the one doing the singing. My bad. Eric being the one screaming. So it's kind of like almost a change of pace in a way, since Brian is still doing his thing, but now also Eric is doing regular singing as well. But yeah, there we have it. True Power, I Prevail. Check out the album. It's able to be streamed everywhere. Not sponsored, by the way. And just have fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'd recommend this album any day. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. So yeah, there you have it. That is my review of True Power by I Prevail. See you guys in the next video.